Face back at it again with another awesome video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about the MCU. On what I think is the top 15 worst MCU movies. At number 15 is Thor: The Dark World. You better be surprised why I'm putting it up so high on this list. It's because when I watched it, I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said it was. The characters of Thor, Loki, and Jane all all like their interactions with each other are all great. They have great characterization. Those three. Owen's pretty good. Owen's a pretty good side character, and I love Heimdall. Well, they're all just great characters. And it does have an important place in the MCU, being movie introduced the Reality Stone. The main problem is with Malekith, the main villain. While he does have a lot of cool stuff around him, a cool design, a cool backstory, and him actually having his own language was a pretty nice deal for the detail for the MCU put in. But he's pretty bland personality wise. He's not really just there. That's the main problem with the movie for me. It's the villain. But everything else besides, but while those characters I say are awesome and the villain is bad, everything else between the movie is just okay. It's just not too much special. It's not really that much special. But yeah. Number 14 I have, and I'm talking about what I'm talking about the top 15 worst MCU projects, so that includes the shows. Starting with this one, Secret Invasion. Now, I really want you to know that most of the worst are going to come from Phase 4 and Phase 5. Just wanted to let you guys know. Secret Invasion, to me, it should have been just an Avengers movie. As the main problem with the show is that it just drags on quite a lot. I mean, to me, it was just okay, but it just drags on way too long than it needs to. I like the characters with the Skrulls and Nick Fury coming back because we haven't seen him in a while. But it just feels well. A lot. Some elements of the show just felt undercooked for me. It just needed a bit more cooking. All right, number 13. What's the next MCU villain? Screenwriter. What's the next MCU big bad? What's the new big bad saga guy? Kang. Oh, cool. How should we introduce the MCU? Let's have him do nothing throughout the entire movie. Yeah, we're talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania number 13. This is probably one of the most mid movies I've ever seen. Most of my problems revolve around Kang. It's that he's so underutilized and he barely did anything throughout the entire movie. We kept getting told that he was some big bad, but he didn't do anything. And the fact we chose to put him in Ant-Man movie, why? A Fantastic Four movie, a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, a Spider-Man movie. Anything is better than an Ant-Man movie. I know the Spider-Man is a bit of a stretch, but I'd rather see Spider-Man take on Kang than Ant-Man. I don't understand why it's only an Ant-Man movie. And Cassie was one of my favorite characters in the older Ant-Man movies, but here she's just really annoying. And that just didn't really work for me. It also kind of butchers Scott's character, And why is Hope's hair keep changing every single movie she's in? I swear to God, she has a new hairstyle like every movie. I don't know why. It's just that most of most of the things around those Kang are just kind of bland. The cook and those then just have the whole new like big bad that now got changed into the movie and it's so bad. It's just sucks. Kang was Kang knowing no Kang number 12. It's the first movie featuring with the phase 4 guys. I've always heard this in dead for 2 years. Perfect. Black Widow. This movie was absolutely nothing meal with a side with an absolute nothing burger with a side of fuck all. The plot was I didn't found myself falling asleep in this movie on TV. This is Elena and Red Guardian from the character that's in the character MCU. Besides that, there's nothing really about this movie that captivates me in any way. Catnap was done so dirty in this movie that it just no I just don't understand. In fact, it was at least 2 years after Black Widow died. Just didn't this movie was just nothing special at all. It had some major problems that just put down. Number 11 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's get straight out of the way. Harley sucks. These movies can have sympathetic to him. They just so bad at it. It's acceptable. And I don't know why the show hates John Walker so much. It's like Buffy campaign for no reason. Agent Smith was absolutely, absolutely, absolutely nothing to it. Absolutely, absolutely shit to the entire show. For no reason. Hell, even when he had a super soldier suit injected him, I know probably also a super soldier suit injected him, but somehow still takes through that. He knows no their chain where he has super soldier suit. His movie just wants to make it like a terrorist over actual good guy. I don't understand. And honestly, Bucky and Sam Wilson, they're kind of silly attachments to the show. Number 10, that girl. Why is she in the show? No point. In the backstory, the Deacon was probably the best thing about the show, but he's also telling a good thing about the show. That's because along Echo, she seems so bad in the show, and the way the other characters are just boring as well. The backstory the math her having some kind of magic. I don't even know why she even needs this. She was a good character, good side character in Hawkeye, but when not every side character deserves their own show. And this show just was like, what the hell are we doing here? This show is nothing. Number 9. You guys might hate me for this, but I'm actually going with Ant-Man and the Wasp. I actually like this movie less than Quantumania. It's actually worse in my opinion. It just introduced. It's just that I felt as if this movie just had things in it that just didn't need to be in it. Like the whole plot of saving Janet from the quantum realm. realm, but there's so many unnecessary side plots. I mean, yeah, you can have Ghost in there, but what's with the side plot with Sunny? He just didn't do anything throughout the entire movie and just felt like an entire, like, oh, let's just slap something together in this movie, just add runtime. And Scott was turned to a complete joke with this movie. He hits the butt of every joke, and this move, and this move, and this is just not. And honestly, it feels like some things in this movie are just they're just shoehorned in, and there's too many unnecessary side plots. There's just so many, just some side plots that should have just been cut, like the Sunny one. It just didn't need to be in this movie. Also, I found Hope annoying in this movie. She was just. I just didn't like her. It just felt like this movie was just trying to do so many things in one plot. It was just felt like this movie just wanted to have more side plots than it needed to have, and it ruined the movie overall. Number 8 is Thor: Love and Thunder. Taika Waititi massacred this Thor so badly. The silliness was up too much in this movie. There was too many jokes. I mean, Gore was was really had such a good design. It was perfectly acted, but as a villain himself, he just didn't. His actions just didn't correlate with his motives. Him like trying to him just pushing like him just using his magic to like push a statue on kids, even though he lost his daughter, and that being his motivation. It didn't make sense to me. He even torments the kids. It didn't make much sense to me. And and there's just too many jokes in this movie. The Screen Goats joke was not good from the start, but they kept using for whatever reason. And and I get what they're going with Jane, but I don't know. It just felt like it was sometimes it was played for jokes. Like the whole breakup scene was kind of a joke, and I didn't. I had it was ending like kind of left me unsatisfied. It just it just felt like it was not something I want. It's just not good. It was not that good to me. Number 7 is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Oh boy. I wasn't the biggest. I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Strange myself. In fact, I think the original movie is like a C tier movie. But this movie just had some very glaring issues. Like for starters, there's so much exposition. It feels like there's so much exposition in this movie. Too much exposition. And Wanda herself, her villain arc was rushed. And as such, the movie he kind of suffered because of that. I think this could have been a good movie, but was ruined through Wanda having a rushed villain arc, Doctor Strange not having a character arc, and people making dumb decisions. In fact, that the fight scene with Wanda versus the Illuminati may be my least favorite scene in MCU history. It was just not good. Number 6 is Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel TV show has probably the worst villains in all of the MCU. They were nothing special. Just nothing. They were just there. And while the main character is good, nicely added, and it does have some really good visuals, the whole plot just feels so wrapped together in duct tape. It broke several times and they barely try to fix it. And there's a pretty movie's pretty annoying. Also, why they just made her powers like the Green Lantern, I don't know. But anyway, number 5, Captain Marvel. This movie is I can't I was not a big fan of this movie. Carol Danvers is a bland character. The villain is also bland, and they made Nick Fury look so goddamn underwhelming in this movie. I don't even know why no one asked for her in the MCU, but she just doesn't deserve to be in the MCU, honestly. This movie was just. You just feel like Carol Danvers probably even had a proper character arc. She's just not really a character people want to see. No one really likes her. Number 4 is The Eternals. Oh my gosh. The movie's so bad that Marvel basically removed it from the MCU entirely. Except for that one scene, Captain America in the world. This movie is just is so the plot is so jarring. It constantly goes to the present and the past constantly. Like you and 10 main characters in this, and a character of 10 people, a team of 10 people being introduced in one movie. It was never gonna work. Too many characters. There's too many characters. Never, none of the characters really entice me in any way. Plot's generic. Like, and I don't really care for it that much. The movie's just pretty bad. Number 3, The Marvels. Ho ho ho, we did not need another movie of Captain Marvel. The character arcs were rushed in this movie as hell. The villain was also extremely bad. Darwin is just so bad. Yeah, and I don't, she is just probably one of the one of the worst MCU villains we've ever had. This is just not a good movie. I mean, the three people interacting with each other is kind of cute, but I don't really. Besides like Miss Marvel, I don't like the other two. I mean, they did give Captain Marvel a bit more personality in this movie, but I still didn't really like her that much. I don't know why. Also, some of the scenes in this movie are pretty cringy. I just couldn't get to it. Number 2, Ironheart. She did not need a show. We didn't even need her in the MCU. She was just this show dunked on Tony Stark, which is a immediate red flag to me. And then we have Riri is just a freaking monster, bro. She sucks. Oh my god. She just is not good. The main villains, they're just so pulling this hand. Still, I mean, I'd rather get a story about Rhodey or Ezekiel Steen or the Hood, for Christ's sake, over like Riri Williams. And we got introduced to Mephisto in this story in this show. Of course, he has to appear in one of the worst MCU projects ever. But the main problem is that Riri, being a monster and poorly handled character, affects basically everything in the story. She was just wherever she was just I just hated her. She ruined scenes. In the in the freaking plot makes us think things in the show things are stupid because it keeps telling us things we already know. And just has so many cringy scenes. And now at number one, my least favorite MCU project ever. If She-Hulk Attorney at Law. You know this show's bad. Everyone knows it's bad. The plot is just all over the place. I got so bored. Yet the plot just jarred around at several different moments. There was no real concise plot. There was just it was the plot was just like there, new plot there, new plot there. So jarring. Yet the show could not have been more boring. Why did this show get 9 episodes? It did not deserve it. I think this. Also, I did not like the main character. It was just the show just didn't need to be made because it honestly ended up being so cringy. Yeah. Breaking the fourth wall at the end was also really cringy. There was just the I wherever She-Hulk was, it ruined the scenes like Riri Williams, and she didn't even have like a character arc. I don't even know where she had a character arc in the show. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, notification bells on future videos. Without further ado, bye bye.